Right, good morning everyone. After a very long stint away from painting and things, I've made a new video just because I've got these come through the post. Saxon Cuirassiers and I want to say Württembergers as well, I'm not sure which are which. I've got them in my Borodino book actually. The Cuirassiers are in the back there. I haven't painted these up myself, I bought them off eBay because I quite fancied them. They're really nicely painted by someone. The only shame with them was that they came quite damaged in the post. I think it was just the packaging wasn't up to scratch really. They hadn't been bubble wrapped and things, so they came quite damaged. There was some sort of light chipping on some of the paintwork as well, so I think they might be slightly older. Maybe they have been wargamed with, but not had some TLC in a while. But they're really nice actually. They're older sculpts, they're not any sculpts that I'm familiar with. They might be something like Eagle or something like an older sort of 25mm maybe even. I'll just get them into focus. There we go. Yeah, as you can see there's some nice work on them actually, and they definitely help make my numbers because I've always wanted some Saxon Cuirassiers. I will eventually get the ones that are in Germany actually, the Black Hussar or something like that. And yeah, really nice. Some sort of bugler. I've actually got more cavalry than I need for black powder really, you know. I don't have a huge table. But I can't get enough of them, to be honest. Sorry about my dodgy camera skills, I've definitely gone rusty. And he's quite nice as well with a flag. I haven't seen this fanion before, I hope it's the correct one. Doesn't seem like a sort of regimental flag. It might be, well, it might be because it's another, you know, it's one of the allied kingdoms to France. Is that Saxony or Württemberg? I'm not sure. I should really have looked up different cavalry squadrons in the book that I have. I know that some of them were in the sort of yellow tunics, the others were in white tunics with their actual breastplates, but I don't think they had the back plate. I think that was it. With either the Württembergers or the Saxon Cuirassiers. Again, they're definitely one of them were the Saxon Cuirassiers, but I'm not sure if the others were the Württembergers. I'm not sure. However, yeah, quite a nice two squadrons of sort of heavy cavalry. Yeah, perfect for storming the redoubt at Borodino, which did happen, and it was a right old mess. Pretty sure they sent in a heavy cavalry division, so we're talking thousands of heavy cavalry being sent at the redoubt, you know, a real fortification. So if you haven't read up on that, it's quite grisly stuff, and you can imagine being there, perhaps horses dying and things. It must have been really gruesome and just hellish, I suppose. But yeah, there we go. I have to say the Cuirassier is my favourite with the iron or steel chest plates. I really like the aesthetic of them on cavalry. And yeah, I'm glad I haven't spent the sort of 30-40 hours on painting them myself. It's quite nice just to buy something sometimes, and especially if they're unwanted by someone else. My friend Arled has 3D printed me some Spanish Civil War armour. It's just enough for my company of nationalists. We are hoping to do this in probably looking for another year again until we, I don't know, we'll see now, but it's going to be months and months and months before we can finally see and sort of meet each other again for a proper war game. I think some people have been meeting each other, you know, in their homes and things, but that's all down to them. I think that's gonna taper off in a bit now. I haven't seen anyone. I've been talking to everyone down the club, but yeah, I'm definitely missing it. It's like the highlight of the week usually, you know. I've always wanted one of these as well. They're Panzer 1? Panzer 2? Well, I'm sure one of you tank nuts will quickly jump in on that. Really nice, considering, 3D printed, you think, oh, they're not as nice. They're really nicely done, and its prices are fantastic as well, which always helps. And then I'm tempted to buy more then, when the prices are so good, I just get a load of stuff. And what else do I get? That's a sort of curiosity, sort of half-track type thing, very fitting for the Spanish Civil War, I think. And again, you can't even see the 3D printed lines, especially when they're painted up. I haven't done a very good job of priming those. And I have painted up some more nationalists. I do have a few already, but those are away in some sort of foam box somewhere. I will dig those out. These I won't show these too closely, but these are just a few riflemen that need highlights, and they have been gloss varnished, so again I'm not going to show them too close. They've got a nasty sheen on them. But some riflemen, yeah, all Empress figures. I do have the are they the Catholic are they Reconquistas or something like that? I'm sure I've butchered the Spanish there, but they've got the red bonnets, and they're like phalangists, are they? They've got rather than a flag bearer, they've got like Christ on a cross, on a sort of wooden staff. So that's something they'll have to paint up, and looks quite dramatic as a company, I think. So yeah, I've definitely concentrated more on the fascists. I've actually, if you think back to one of my earlier videos, I did paint up a lot of Republicans for Chris, so he's already got a good contingent ready to go. Buildings would be a problem. I've seen some stuff on YouTube of people doing Spanish Civil War, and it's like on another level. It's amazing. So we'd probably have to start off with just what we have for. There's people who have collected terrain for the sort of Peninsula Napoleonic War games, so we'll have to use those to start off with. Maybe build a few things on top of those. I know there's a lot of good MDF stuff, so I'll have to pick up a few things. I'm sure some of the things I've got for World War II will be passable, some ruins and things. But I'm not sure if we'd need to make a new board, or perhaps get a new mat or something. But yeah, Spanish Civil War is definitely something that needs to be a spectacle, I think, because you've got less figures on the board, perhaps, so the terrain needs to be up to scratch, I think. So yeah, I suppose that's it for now. I'm gonna try and get a war game in with my dad this afternoon, so I'm going to reread Black Powder. I should have mentioned as well, this is like my half term now, that's why I've got a bit of time to myself again. Perks of the job, I suppose. But yeah, I'm not finding myself having a lot of time to paint in the week, but maybe I'm just making excuses, I'm not sure. I could probably cram in an hour an evening if I knuckled down and brought my paints with me to where I've moved to. So yeah, something to think about. I'm just going to catch up on some war films and just unwind for a bit, I think. And just enjoy doing some painting. Hope everyone's keeping well. I do have a big backlog of videos to catch up and comment on, but yeah, good to be painting again, and I've definitely still got the interest. It's not gone away at all. So yeah, all the best for now, folks, and catch up again soon. Ta-da.